Sam Frei was arrested on March 14, 2014, and unlike most arrests, the charges against him were dropped. At the time, Sam was, and still is, a student at Doane College. With the endless obligations, time commitments, and deadlines students face day in and day out, to have your life interrupted by a wrongful arrest is almost inconceivable. For Sam, it was all too real. For this edition of a 5-episode podcast uncovering the events of this incident, we will answer the question, what happened that night?
So I woke up, it was a Saturday morning, I had gone out the night before. I woke up that Saturday and was feeling a little under the weather, you could say. So I started drinking again, just partying, had it going, ended up getting way too drunk, blackout, and somehow got arrested.
That's Sam. After becoming severely intoxicated before the arrest, he found himself on the south side of campus.
I guess I had gone to the quads, and they had asked me, a girl had asked me to leave her quad. I was with a friend.
Doane student Taylor Ziegler had invited Sam and his friend to her quad.
We were good friends, and so he came over to my quad, and he came over with one of his friends, and he was just sort of, playing around, being funny, and one of my roommates did not appreciate one of the comments he made about her smoking, and it was a playful gesture, but she took it the wrong way.
That student was Eve Makstakova, who had felt that Sam's presence was more unwanted than Taylor assumed.
And out of nowhere, Sam showed up in our quad, and he's had problems with some of our girls prior to this event happening. So we were all pretty uncomfortable with him being there, and his friends were really rowdy. And by the time that we started to kick people out because it was getting really late, Sam was refusing to leave. But
another girl who we didn't see eye to eye all year had just asked me to leave, and I just refused to leave, just being an idiot, I guess.
So by that point, I was like, I'm going to call security on you. And he pretty much dared me to do it, at which point I got my phone and called security. Campus security shows up, he's still in our quad, refusing to leave. They basically dragged him out.
And so she called the cops. The cops came, told me to leave. I left for a moment.
After being ejected from campus by the police, Sam, still inebriated, returned to Southside.
And 2 minutes later, and this is all stuff I know from a video I saw later in court, 2 minutes later you just hear this kid go, "He's coming back!" And here I am just plugging along, just on a mission. I was under the... I thought I was going to a different quad, and I thought I was only kicked out of that one quad, but apparently it was all of the quads.
Walking back onto Doane campus, Sam was quickly met by the police again.
So the cop gave me another chance, told me to leave, and I did. I turned around, I left, and I had some choice words for him, words I'm not going to repeat, but he followed me a little more forcefully off campus this time, and right when the video cuts off is ironically right about a minute and a half before I get arrested.
An arrest that came as a shock to his friend Taylor.
Later that night, I get a text saying that Sam's in jail.
Up until Sam's removal from the quad, Taylor hadn't seen anything happen that would suggest lawful force was needed.
Not a whole lot happened. He wasn't put in handcuffs at that point. They just basically took down my witness, whatever, reporter, whatever it's called, and my roommates, and then Sam's. And then basically they just asked him to leave campus, and I think about 20 minutes later was his arrest.
For Eve, however, Sam's behavior had become a threat.
They were all very concerned and, tried to deal with it as civilly as possible, but it wasn't really working. We were all asking him to leave. Nobody was like, he should stay. Nobody was trying to make him stay. Nobody was encouraging him in his behavior.
Although different perspectives tell different stories about Sam's danger to himself or others, what remains true is that the arrest, which occurred only moments later, was unlawful. We will find out exactly why next episode.